Almost afternoon, fixed signs. It's like 11 something, so it's not quite afternoon yet, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm getting into a fixed sign reading, so this would be Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. This is for you guys. I've already prayed and I pre-shuffled, and I like to shuffle on camera so y'all don't feel away. Before I get started, I smoke, I curse, I speak of, and I reference God because that's who I believe in and I pray to. And there will be noise in the background of my videos. So if any of those things don't work for you, click the little X button in the right top corner. Find yourself a more suitable reader. There are plenty. For those of you who choose to stick around, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm sure you'll find something here for you. That being said, we're going to get right into this. What do my fixed signs need to know? What are we stabilizing? What are the fixed signs stabilizing in the next few weeks? What are the fixed signs stabilizing for the rest of July? What are my fixed signs stabilizing? Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. What are we stabilizing? Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. What are we stabilizing, please? I only did that because that card fell out while I was shuffling, so I felt the way about it. I just wouldn't just leave it on the top. All right, fixed signs. What are we stabilizing? Let's get right into it. Taurus. What is Taurus stabilizing, please? What is Taurus stabilizing right now? Thank you. All right, Kate, take it easy. How about Scorpio? What is Scorpio stabilizing, please? What is Scorpio stabilizing at this time, please? Okay. Scorpio, they talking. They talking for you. How about for Leo? What is Leo stabilizing right now, please? What is Leo stabilizing? Thank you. It's just one, yes. I don't know why, I'm just gonna leave it. I feel like I should not leave it like that. How about Aquarius? What is Aquarius stabilizing right now, please? What is Aquarius stabilizing right now, please? Thank you. That's too many. Actually, you know what? Why? Why are we all flipped? Because we're not all flipped. Just one is. What else for Taurus? What is Taurus stabilizing? You know what? I don't want to do that. Because when I did the cardinal signs, I did one and then I pulled for each of them after. I was just going to, because this one had two, I was going to pull for the rest of them right now, but I was like, no, I'll put that back. So Taurus, what are you stabilizing right now? Balance. Balance. You're stabilizing the balance that one of my cardinal signs brought in. I can't remember who it was. Which one was bringing balance, was initiating balance, but it looks like you're stabilizing it. You're stabilizing a connection. Could be between a Capricorn and Virgo, or a Capricorn and a Scorpio. But Taurus is stabilizing connections and blending. Taurus is stabilizing their manifestations, their magic. Taurus is stabilizing everything they ever wanted. They're like, this is like a magic cauldron and they're just like blending and mixing and creating. Taurus is stabilizing what they're creating. Taurus is stabilizing their rise up from what they're creating. I just heard 5-star general. Something about 5 stars, 5 pointed stars, the 5 pointed star, the 5-star official, 5-star rating, 5-star something that you guys are stabilizing, or whatever this is that you're stabilizing is 5-star, is high quality. And it's asymmetrical, meaning it's balanced and equal on both sides. So you're stabilizing something asymmetrical. You're stabilizing, it looks like a connection between two people, places, things, energies. You're stabilizing yourself, your self-growth. You're planting your feet on solid ground. But at whose request is what I just got? I don't know where that came from. But that's what you're stabilizing for Scorpio. You're stabilizing your secret knowledge, your wisdom, the things that you don't come up off of, the things that you don't share with everybody, your thoughts, hopes, dreams, and goals. You are grounding your intuition and you're stabilizing it, as in you're building upon it. You're strengthening it. You're stabilizing what you know to be true based on your intuition and not on what you see with your physical eyes. You're stabilizing your enlightenment and your role within the spiritual community. There may be a business or something going on that you run or you own or whatever, but you have to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty, and you have no hesitation to do so. The 3 spheres, I get that's like a to-do list, and you have the 3 dots and then the notes next to each dot. But it was the 3 spheres. Some of you guys are making a to-do list and you're knocking them down, crossing things out. The number 6 is significant. 6 and 9. 269. 269 could be somebody's area code, or the year and month they were born, like February 69. Somebody could be born in February 2nd, 69. Some of you guys are stabilizing yourselves. And what I mean by that is you're stabilizing yourself in a position like, I know what I know. And there's nothing that you can say or do to make me come off my throne, because I know what I know and you're full of shit. It's like that. So you're stabilizing yourself and your energy, your self-preservation, your what you know to be true, regardless of what everybody around you is trying to show you or tell you or make you believe. For Leo, what are you stabilizing? You're stabilizing fast as fuck. I just heard that it used to be like, I think it was like an Instagram or something, but it was a dog running and he would always be like, I'm fast as fuck, I'm fast as fuck, boy, I'm fast as fuck. Is that you're stabilizing your need to move so fast. You're stabilizing your need to come in and out of everything. It's like you blow through everything with like, it's like you have a house and the house is in the middle of, like, I don't know, the country, a field or something, and you have a front door and a back door, and you can run through the house from the back door to the front door or vice versa. This is like riding a horse with a freaking flame torch going right through the house, and everything that you go through the house catches on fire and you run out the front door. You're stabilizing not being like that. You're stabilizing not being the spread of something. So like this could be the spread of gossip, because you know gossip spreads like wildfire. Shout out to Canada. I hope you guys are all well. I know we're starting to get like the air quality over here is affected. I can't even imagine what it's like over there. Yesterday I went out in my neighborhood and I thought like there was a house in the neighborhood on fire. I had no idea that that was coming from Canada. So, but this is Leo, you guys are stabilizing the need to be flighty, to be in and out, to 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're gonna pick a side and put 2 feet in. You're stabilizing the ride, the journey, what it entails, the details. You might have moved too fast over something and skipped over and missed the details of something, or you might have half-assed something and had to go back. This is you going back and fixing that, stabilizing it, so it can be built upon. Some of you are establishing your right to come and go as you please. You could be young adults. And that's what you're stabilizing. You're stabilizing your shadow and the balance and the need for it. You can't always live in all light. I see you stabilizing in acceptance. I see acceptance and you accepting and balancing your shadow. I also see Scorpio, Virgo. Somebody's name might be Virgil. Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Virgo. You're stabilizing a situation that's between them. A Scorpio, a Sagittarius, and a Virgo. They might be having a conflict or something and you're stabilizing it. And as in like you're quashing it, you're resolving it. Aquarius, you're stabilizing transformations, endings, the wheat and the chaff, cause and effect. You're removing things that are not good for you. Drinking, drugs, alcohol, whatever, drugs. Smoking. I definitely see smoking and drinking here, and manipulative mindsets. Some of you, when you smoke and drink, you have a mindset that becomes manipulative. You try to manipulate and control others. Most of you are stabilizing your life. You're making major changes and transformations in your life, and that's what you're choosing to stabilize. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on rectifying the issues and mistakes of the past. You're focusing on being better in the future so you don't end up in an early grave. And you're focusing on peace. Like not a piece of something, but peace. P-E-A-C-E, peace. Whether it's your peace, peace between you and someone else, or something, you're stabilizing peace. Alright, what is Taurus stabilizing with the Temperance card? It could be a past relationship that you recently reconciled in and you're trying to stabilize that, Taurus. What direction it's going to go in. What is Taurus stabilizing here with the Temperance card? What is Taurus stabilizing with the Temperance card here, please? What is Taurus stabilizing with the Temperance card here, please? Okay, well, those all fell on the floor, so I ain't messing with them anyway. But I do need to pick them up. Alright, how about Scorpio? What is Scorpio? No, not a fact. That's just two. Taurus, you're stabilizing how to make something work. So when I said you're stabilizing the balance of something, the reconciliation, like your manifestations, you're stabilizing them to the point of, to where they come to fruition. So you're not just manifesting, you're naturally working it. It's like you went out, you planted seeds, it's been getting sunlight, you've been tilling the dirt, you've been watering the plants, and you just keep going out there, and that's what you're stabilizing. You're stabilizing your routine to benefit your life, your structure, your abundance, your fruitfulness. And the fruitfulness and abundance that you're stabilizing it because it comes from, the fruitfulness and abundance comes from your creativity. It comes from throwing everything in the pot and seeing what you come up with. And you come up with some abundance that's... and growth. That's what you're stabilizing. Growth and abundance. This has to do with Mercury and Cancer right now. Mercury is retrograde in Cancer right now. That's what this has to do with. And this is you stabilizing your dreams, your goals, and your manifestations, and bringing them to fruition at this time. Which doesn't surprise me because you're Taurus. And when I think of Taurus, I think of material and work, and so it makes perfect sense that that's what you're working on and bringing to fruition. What's Scorpio stabilizing with the High Priestess here? What is Scorpio stabilizing with the High Priestess, please? What is Scorpio stabilizing with the High Priestess, please? You're stabilizing your future plans. You're stabilizing yourself, and you're putting yourself in a position to where if you have to wait on reinforcements or something to move, it's not going to hurt you. You're stabilizing your position in life. You're stabilizing your position within this group. It seems like you're the leader of the group and there are two others in the group and you're meant to lead them or guide them, or all three of you come together to unite, but your flame is the brightest. So you're stabilizing the structure of the group. You're stabilizing the direction that the group goes into. You're steering the ship is what I heard. You're also stabilizing the fire so it doesn't get out of control, meaning the passion, the burn. You're stabilizing what actions you take and what actions people see you take. So I feel like there's some situations where you don't mind if people see you're the one taking action, but in other situations you're going to want to be more behind the scenes. So you're taking action to be more behind the scenes. There's definitely an Aries involved. This Aries might be trying to push you around or be pushy or force you to do something you don't want to do or you're not ready to make a decision on. But before you let this Aries push you into making a decision you're not ready to make, you will pull the plug on this whole thing. You'll put out the whole fire. There will be no passion. You know you're the one who controls the fire. You're stabilizing the control that others have and the control that you have on a person, place, or situation. You're stabilizing the influence you have over it and what direction it moves in. All without getting up. I don't know what that means. All without getting up. Like meaning you're doing all this and you haven't even stood up. What's this Knight of Wands for what Leo is stabilizing? Clarify the Knight of Wands for what Leo is stabilizing, please. This is something that you might have moved. Remember I was telling you earlier, you moved too fast and you had to double back and check the details. This is something that you skipped over, moved too fast, didn't take care of, and you're getting a hold of it before it really like bites you in the ass, like for real, for real. This is the energy of, I moved too fast and I missed something, but I don't feel like going back to fix it. I also feel like some of you might be fighting and battling, actively battling with anxiety, worry, depression, and this is you winning that fight, stabilizing it, overcoming those thoughts. Through the skill of transformation. This was chaotic growth. You're learning how to, you're stabilizing, you're learning how to say no to certain situations that you know have no future. Creative endeavors that you know are not going anywhere. You're saying no to anything you cannot sign your name to. So if a person wants to have you involved in a project but they don't want your name on it, you're not going to do it. You're stabilizing your recognition, your right to be recognized, your right to be seen. You will not be anyone's secret, and that's what you're stabilizing. You're stabilizing being seen, Leo, which is right up your alley between creativity and persona. So I feel like you're stabilizing your authentic self, your authenticity, your who you are and what makes you you. You're stabilizing your emotions. You're learning to keep what's yours, and what's not yours you're releasing. You're also stabilizing your options. You have options, but 3 of them are not viable. So you're looking and you kind of excluded those 3, and you're examining the top 2 to see which ones are going to be the most fruitful and abundant, the most beneficial, the most authentic to you and your journey. Some of you are stabilizing as in embracing and feeling your sadness. You have some kind of sadness and you guys are just letting yourself feel it and releasing it after. How about Aquarius with this death? What is Aquarius stabilizing with the death card? What is Aquarius stabilizing with the death card here, please? It's out, but it didn't fall. What is Aquarius stabilizing with the death card? What is Aquarius stabilizing with the death card, please? You're stabilizing a decline. So somebody wanted to offer you something and they were coming to you, but by the time they came to you, you outgrew this. You no longer wanted it. It wasn't for you. You moved on. This is somebody trying to give you a gift for something that they did that was really fucked up and shady, and now they're trying to give you a gift and you're turning that shit down. You're stabilizing your self-respect is what I got from that. Your self-respect, your pride, your dignity, and not pride in a bad way. Usually pride is in a bad way, but this is not the case, Aquarius. This is you stabilizing and ending. Somebody did something fucked up and you ended it. So this might have been a relationship where somebody cheated on you, or somebody, you know, God forbid, put their hands on you, and you ended this situation. And this is this person trying to return and give you a gift and say, I'm sorry, and you're not with the shits. And rightfully so, because this definitely feels like there was some kind of abuse here. Emotional, financial, physical, whatever. You're stabilizing your right to see yourself and how you have the right to live and be fruitful and abundant and free from discord. You have the right to live a peaceful and harmonious life. And this, whatever this situation, person, place, or thing that's trying to come back and offer you an apology or offer you a gift, you're not with it, because this person, place, or thing really disrupted your peace and what you have going. So you're stabilizing yourself and prioritizing yourself as a result. You're stabilizing, not accepting apologies or gifts from people who knew what they were doing. And I'm sorry is meant for something that you truly did not intend to do, a consequence that you truly did not intend to happen. But if you're out there doing fuck shit, don't turn around and apologize to me when the shit hits the fan, because you initiated the fuck shit. So somebody's initiated some fuck shit, and now they want to come back and give you an apology, and you're like, no. My self-worth, my self-respect is worth more than that. This situation is over, homie. Give me one more for Taurus, or what they're stabilizing here with the Temperance and the Three of Cups. Could be a reconciliation and a party, a celebration after a reconciliation. It seems like there could also be a reconciliation of finances that's going on here, and a celebration as a result. Like, I just paid off $40,000 worth of debt, so now we're going out and having a nice dinner and some drinks. What is Taurus stabilizing with the Temperance and the Three of Cups here? One more for Taurus. What are we stabilizing with the Temperance and the Three of Cups, please? Temperance and Three of Cups for Taurus. You're stabilizing your decision. You made a decision on which direction you want to go in your life, or with this situation that you reconciled, or person, or whatever, and you're making a decision on where you want to go in life with this situation, where you want to take it, this person, this place, this situation, where you want it to go. And that's what you're stabilizing. You're stabilizing your future. It seems like your future with a person. Something about up and down, and the up and down motion, back and forth. You might have went back and forth with this person, on and off again, back and forth, but now you're finally stable. You're making the decision that you do see abundance with this person, and you are going to be in it for the long haul. So that's what it seems like for Taurus. You guys are stabilizing a relationship or a situation that you decided to go all in on, that you see as fruitful and abundant. What is Scorpio stabilizing with the Three of Wands and the High Priestess, please? What is Scorpio stabilizing with the Three of Wands and the High Priestess? Why do we have to take so many? It literally gave me 4 in different places. Three of Wands and the High Priestess for Scorpio. What is Scorpio stabilizing? 2 I can handle. Oh, again, 3. Why? This has a lot to do with your intuition. So the reinforcements that you decided to wait on to come in, you're stabilizing the plans that you have for them. You're stabilizing what this is going to bring in and how it's going to work thereafter. Something about the greater good. Whatever this is, like, you were intuitively led to start it, to do it, to take every step that you've taken thus far. You were intuitively led to do so, and it's worked out for you. You're stabilizing your plan of action, your course of action, your plan of action. You're stabilizing your way to blend things together to make them work. You're stabilizing a way to run your business and still be a nurturing mother. You're stabilizing balance, structure, and security within your home. You're stabilizing your future. That you have no idea what the future is because you're just intuitively led. Knight of Wands, Five of Cups. Knight of Wands, Five of Cups for Leo. It's Leo stabilizing with the Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups. Leo. What is Leo stabilizing, please? What is Leo stabilizing here? The work that you put in. Your craftsmanship. Your consistency. It looks like you're good except for two areas, and that's what you're focused on stabilizing right now, is getting good in these other two areas, your craftsmanship. So it might be something where you create a product and your time is, it takes you a long time to create it, so you need to work that down. Or something about better glue. Things would stick better if you got a better adhesive or a better glue. And something about a rose growing out of the concrete. So there's something, there's this disappointment here that it's been here. But whatever this disappointment is, what you don't see is that through this disappointment grows a beautiful rose. It's like a rose growing out of the concrete. Concrete Rose. I feel like that's a song. I don't know by who. You're stabilizing, exposing your imperfections. I know that probably sounds like a lot. So this could have been a situation to where something that someone said or did embarrassed you. And when you sat with it, you said, why would I be embarrassed? And then you just started looking at it from a different perspective. From a less hurtful perspective. Some of you are stabilizing not being hurtful to other people because you've been able to put yourself in their shoes all of a sudden. Some of you are stabilizing empathy. Consideration, things and personality traits that you've never really had. Selflessness. You're stabilizing not overgiving. You're stabilizing focusing on yourself and your craft and not overgiving to things that are outside of you. And what about for the Death, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles for Aquarius? What is Aquarius stabilizing with the Death and the Three of Swords? Some of you guys are... Some of you guys are not happy, and you're stabilizing anxiety and depression because that's what you're focusing on in life. Some of you guys are stabilizing not being exposed to the world for something that you're ashamed of. But it doesn't feel like it's something that the world would judge you harshly on. It just feels like it's something that you're judging yourself harshly on. You're stabilizing something not getting exposed. So if this is an ending of a relationship, you don't want nobody to know just yet. You're stabilizing the need to not think that everything is perfect. So the reality check, you're stabilizing the reality check, and you're sitting with it, and so you can understand it and how to grow from it. Need more for Aquarius. What's going on over here with Aquarius? I feel like you guys need some more. What's Aquarius stabilizing here? Okay, can we not throw all the cards on the floor? Pardon me, Aquarius. And the rest of my lovely fixed signs. Like I said, I feel like Aquarius needs something here that I'm not seeing. Endings, transformations. It feels like you're blocking your own gifts, and like that's what you're stabilizing. What's Aquarius stabilizing right now? Talk to me about this Three of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun in reverse, and the Death. It's like you're holding on to the thought that you need more information, that you don't have everything you need. You're holding on and holding yourself back from committing to something that you... It's like you're holding yourself back from your own happiness. Why? Some of you have gifts, and it seems like you're afraid of them. It's like you don't want them. You don't want anybody to know you have them. You're afraid that if people find out that you have these thoughts, that they will think that you're crazy or try to have you committed, or they would not understand you. Some of you are holding on, you're stabilizing, and you're holding on to emotions. And they're not the positive ones. You need to release those. Some of you need to go outside and get in the motherfucking sun. Some of you are stabilizing, holding on to past commitments that didn't work. Or past heartbreaks and heartaches that came from past situations that weren't going to go anywhere in the future, that you were just holding on to, that you needed to release and let go of. So some of you are trying to stabilize situations you were meant to let go of a long time ago, and that's where all this heartbreak and sadness and disappointment is coming from, Aquarius. Alright, fixed signs. That has been your reading. 39 minutes, my goodness. Like I said, that's been your reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you've gotten to the end of this video, thank you so much. I hope you found something in it for you. Growth, some way, some form, somehow. If you'd like a personal reading or a birth chart interpretation, that information is in the description box, along with how to get your hands on some of my paintings, digital downloads, or physical products. So, fixed signs, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day until I see you next time. Bye.